Welcome to today's videos, besties. If you've ever wanted to bring a little more personality and style into your home, a gallery wall is a fantastic way to do just that. It's a simple yet impactful way to display your favorite art, photos, and keepsakes. But creating a perfect gallery wall can sometimes feel like a big task. Today, we'll walk you through easy steps to style a simple and chic gallery wall that will transform your space without the overwhelm. Now, let's talk about selecting the art for your gallery wall. The beauty of a gallery wall is that it can feature a mix of different art styles: photographs, abstract art, vintage posters, or even personal items. However, to make sure the collection feels cohesive, it's helpful to stick to a certain theme or color palette. For example, if you love the minimalist look, you could choose black and white photography or soft tone watercolors for a calm, serene vibe. If color is your thing, don't hesitate to bring in a bit of vibrancy, but make sure the colors work well together. A simple way to do this is by selecting art with similar tones, like muted blues, soft greens, and warm neutrals. These will allow the pieces to pop without clashing. If you want to keep the wall refreshing, fresh, and dynamic, consider mixing different types of art, like photography paired with an abstract painting or a motivational print. Next up, let's talk about frames. Choosing the right frame is just as important as selecting the right artwork. You can keep it simple by opting for frames that are all the same color or finish like stick black or white frames. This will give your gallery wall a more uniform and clean look. But if you prefer a little more personality, you can mix and match different frame styles. Wooden frames of various finishes, for instance, can add warmth and character to the space. Just be mindful of balance. If you go for varied frames, aim for a cohesive theme in terms of color or textures. Once you've selected your hats and frames, the next step is hanging everything up. One key tip here is to start with the centerpiece or the largest piece of art in the middle of your wall. This gives you a focal point to build around. From there, you can work your way out with smaller pieces, keeping in mind the spacing between each item. A good rule of thumb is to leave about 2 to 3 inches of space between each frame. This keeps the design unified but prevents it from feeling too crowded. Alignment is another important factor. If you prefer a more structured and clean look, you can align the tops or bottom of the frame to create a straight line. This will give your gallery wall a polished, organized feel. For a slightly more relaxed approach, you can stagger the frames at different heights. Just make sure the overall layout still feels balanced. Try to keep the spacing consistent so that no one area feels too heavy or empty. Now let's talk about frame sizes and orientations. Don't be afraid to mix up the sizes and orientations of your pieces. A gallery wall doesn't have to be made up of just small square frames. Incorporate a mix of large, medium, and small pieces to create depth and interest. Similarly, you can use a combination of portrait and landing orientations. This adds variety and keeps the design feeling dynamic. Just be sure to balance the larger pieces with smaller ones so the overall look doesn't become too top heavy or lopsided. To give your gallery wall some extra flair, consider adding a few accessories around it. A small plant, a stylish console table, or a decorative shelf can enhance the overall look. A bit of greenery can also break up the frames and add a refreshing natural element to the space. Just be careful not to overcrowd the area. Remember, the gallery wall itself should be the focal point. A simple and effective tip for styling your gallery wall is to keep it minimal. You don't need to fill the entire wall with art. Instead, focus on a smaller selection of pieces that truly speak to you. Less is often more, and giving each piece room to breathe makes the gallery feel more intentional and less chaotic. It's all about finding a balance that works for your style. Lighting is a crucial element in showcasing your gallery wall. A well lit wall can make a huge difference in bringing your artwork to life. You can add picture lights, wall scones, or simply place the wall near a source of natural light. Proper lighting will highlight the artwork and create a warm, inviting atmosphere. If possible, avoid harsh, direct lighting that can create glaze. Instead, opt for soft ambient lighting that casts a gentle glow. When creating your gallery wall, it's important to keep the rest of the room in mind. The gallery wall should feel like an integral part of the room's overall design, not something that competes with other decor. Be mindful of the surrounding furniture and design elements. If you have a lot of bold colors or patterns elsewhere in the room, you may want to keep the art more neutral or subtle. On the other hand, if your room has a more neutral color scheme, the gallery wall can be a place to introduce some pops of color or creative pieces. In some way, creating a simple stylish gallery wall is all about creating a collection of pieces that reflects your personal taste and finding them together in a way that is visually pleasing. From choosing the right artwork and frames to deciding on the perfect layouts and lighting, a gallery wall can instantly elevate your space. Whether you prefer a minimalist look, an eclectic mix, or a more symmetric arrangement, the possibilities are endless. The most important thing is to create something that feels true to your style and makes your home feel uniquely yours. Thanks so much for watching. I hope this video gave you some fresh inspiration for creating your own gallery wall. If you find these tips helpful, be sure to subscribe for more home decor ideas and design inspirations. Happy decorating. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing.